All right. As we look ahead to preseason week 2, you mentioned some of the disappointment just from the overarching energy, attention to detail, etc. in week 1. What do you want to see change in week 2, and what are just some of the things that you're going to be watching for?
Yeah, that specifically because these guys now, the starters aren't going to play, and I don't know how much they're going to play. If Jordan Love's not going to play next week, I don't know how much you're going to see Josh Jacobs and guys like that. So these are guys that are fighting for their life in the NFL. They're fighting for a roster spot. So, they should be coming out with their hair on fire, or the Matt LaFleur phrase that he likes to use. I don't know if I could say that on the radio, so I'm not going to, but you know what I mean. Those guys need
Yep.
to be ready to roll immediately, as that game starts in a place where it's a road game. So, how do the Packers? They've struggled on the road, especially in recent years and in environments like that. So again, this game doesn't count, but how quick do guys like that get up and moving? How quick do they, can they put some points on the board early? Can they play in a balanced kind of game instead of a game where, it's 10-0, 17-3, all that stuff very quickly and easily? Last game wasn't all that competitive, all that much throughout it. So that's really what I want to see on that front with those guys, especially as the backups. And then Malik Willis, you mentioned him kind of taking hold of this. And I thought that was something he did a really good job with a year ago, was kind of taking ownership of what his responsibility as the backup quarterback was, and saying like, no, like in the past, you could even hear some of the players when like Rodgers got hurt or something like that. It's like, well, Aaron's down, and they'd give you kind of some of the canned responses or whatever, but you could kind of tell with the energy around the team that like, yeah, we kind of know we're up against it here. Malik Willis was very much like, no, my job is to win. And that's kind of what we're going to do here. So I don't know that he's had through one preseason game. I thought for sure, I think, was it you who predicted they'd go undefeated in the preseason? And
Yeah, we don't need to bring that up, Jacob Westendorf.